So my bookmarks came in. I actually did these in it feels like it's been a while since I've like been face to face with you guys. So I guess it has been, because my last couple of videos have just been ASMR ones. And I thought I could have done this one that way too, but I want to start getting my shop packed up or stocked up with things, and I want to start showing you guys what I am going to be selling in my shop. Since I'm going to open my shop in March, I'm thinking like, I don't even know. Let me look at a calendar. I was thinking March 3rd or something like that, because 3 is my favorite number and I don't have another way to pick a date. So we'll see though. I should be good to go by then, but yeah. So today's video, I'm going to finish up these bookmarks because I need to cut them. And I'm just going to talk about my bookmarks, and then like going forward for the next couple videos, I think I'm going to dedicate each video with a specific item that I'm going to be selling. So like today is bookmarks, and then next week I'll do, I don't know, crystals or earrings or something. I'm not sure. I also want to start posting 2 times a week, or maybe like 5 times a month. So one week we'll get an extra video or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's good to see you guys. But anyway, I guess I'm going to finish these up. I'll show you guys obviously, and then I'll come back and talk about them at the end, or I'll do it while I'm cutting them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So I guess I'll talk through this part because I'm just, I don't know, because I haven't talked in forever, so, or at least to you guys, obviously. I've talked in my life. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys. Here we go. Okay, so I laminate my bookmarks and just to make them thicker, and it just feels nicer. You can't see my hand touching it, but I'm touching them. So I do a matte laminate, and I was like, maybe I'll do a glossy one, but I did a trial of it, and I don't know. It's alright, but they feel kind of cheap to me. I don't know why. Like the matte ones, they just feel, I don't know, like that soft touch type of feeling, and I like that. So, and here's a close-up. I should have grabbed those cards. I'll show you a close-up later of them, because the front and back are different. We'll talk about it later. I need to cut these. I'll probably time-lapse this part, so, but I mostly say that so I know while I'm editing to time-lapse, so yeah. I'm a little nervous because the sizing of these bookmarks are different than the other ones. If you see my last video of the other bookmarks that I'll be offering, I'll show you guys those. But they're an even size, like they're 2x6, which is the standard size for bookmarks, and these ones are a little bit bigger. So, I mean, I know things are gonna get cut off just because that's how I drew them, but oh, here we go. Oh. Okay, just kidding. They didn't get cut off. I thought they did, but okay. Back to time lapse. I need a better cutter. Anyway, and I was thinking about it and I'm like, some people like this stuff. I would watch this. So, and if people don't want to watch it, then they won't, and that's the way it is. Also, my last video, I mentioned it was a 2 hour, I had 2 hours worth of footage, which is probably one of the longest videos I've had, and I cut it down to 18 minutes. So I did all of that work, and it was like because I went through and I edited it down to like in half, and then at the very end I'm like, ugh, I don't know if people are gonna want to watch all this repetitiveness. So I took out a whole bunch of extra stuff and all kinds of stuff, and then got it down to 18 minutes, and I'm like, why did I do that? Because it just messes with, I don't know, like your views and like YouTube views and all that stuff. So I don't know, I just wouldn't have done it that way. But editing takes so long. Sometimes it's just like, be done. But anyway, I'm really excited about these bookmarks. I think they turned out so cute. Okay, this is the last one I'm gonna cut because I can do the rest later in life, and I want to show all my bookmarks to you guys. And yeah, so let me flip this. Okay, first I hope I'm in focus, because that's been a thing lately. I've noticed some of my videos, at least when I'm editing, they don't look like they're in focus, but then when I watch them back, sometimes they're in focus and sometimes they're not. I think my lens is dirty. Probably shouldn't have used my finger, but I did. And then just make sure there's nothing too crazy in the background. Okay, so I probably should have done it with you guys at a bird's eye view, but I already set it up, my camera up, and I have a tripod kind of thing, but I mean, it's like this tall, so I have a bunch of like boxes and stuff, so it takes a little bit to set things up. So yeah, but anyway, about these bookmarks. So these are the bookmarks that are coming to my shop. I have other ideas too, but these, I can't do all of my ideas at once, because I thought I could, and then it just messed with my mind, and it's good just to focus on what you can realistically accomplish in the time frame that you have. So that's what I'm doing. So if you didn't see my last video, I have, not my last video, like last week's video, but my last bookmark video. I'll link it below. I made these 3, and these are the 3 bookmarks that I made when I first decided to do my A Lazy Tuesday shop. These were the first things that I designed for it, the first things that I made, from start to finish, everything. And so they've just been sitting here for a little bit. So they're the same, is it gonna, yeah. It's the same design, but 3 different colorways. And I really like this kind of 70s-ish vibe. And that's what I'm gonna try and do. Like, there's the foundation of that, but there might be little pieces of, I don't know, different eras and modern things. So anyway, so flowers, and then the back, it's just, I didn't even think to make them double-sided. Well, I mean, yellow is double-sided, like it works, but having the pattern on both sides, I don't know why that got lost in translation type of thing. And then I have, are you in focus? My name of the shop on the back, and that's what those look like. And I wish I had the prices of these things, but I don't. I mean, they're not going to be over $5, right? Because it's a Bookmark. I don't know how much Bookmarks are going for these days. I'm not looking up the prices of Bookmarks. I'm looking up a guillotine paper cutter because my mind is all over the place. And while I was cutting these, I'm like, I need to get one of those because my paper cutter slider thingy, trimmer, I think it's called, is not doing the best. It does do good with just paper, but since I make mine thicker with laminate, it's not the best. So don't worry, I'm gonna edit me doing this out of the video. Guillotine. I don't know how to spell that. Paper cutter. I found one. And I don't remember what we were talking about before. Oh, that's okay. Anyway, that's gonna bother me. We talked about these. I bought a new guillotine paper cutter. I guess I'm just gonna have to move on. I had to pause the video because one of my kids needed something, so. Anyway, so that's those. And then I'm just gonna talk about these bookmarks because I've got mom duties. So these ones, I'm so excited for. I drew these. This was my first idea. So it's just a bookmark like this. So this is technically the front of the bookmark. And the idea of this was, this is like what my bookshelf would look like. So I don't know if that was a good idea, like if anyone would like these, but since it's just, I did one side, like this is without anything labeled, like this is the front. I made it with this being the front in mind. Why is there a little thing? There's like something in the corner of my camera. Like it looks like a Zoom call, like a little person, but it's not a person. Like someone turned their screen off so you couldn't see them. Obviously, I know that's not the case because this is just a camera, but not like a phone camera. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's weird though. So yeah, so this is what my bookshelf would look like. I don't have a bookshelf that looks like this, but I do have like the little pieces to it. Like I have a little, I call him Franklin, cookie jar and all that stuff. Anyway, and then so the back of these bookmarks, I labeled, actually like labeled the books, and some of them are like inside things and some of them are just generalized stuff. I hope I'm going slow enough and that it's in focus because I can't see because this is in the way. But like things that I like cookies or like let's cook, tea in a cup. I have tea, you know, like just things like that. Nothing like too specific, but you know. And then I have, so I wanted to put my shop name. Obviously everyone wants to add their shop name somewhere. So I have it on one of these books, A Lazy Tuesday, just on one of the books. So that's why this is technically the back, just because that's back there. Like it has the name, and usually the brand's name is hidden. So that's what I did. Sorry, I don't. Anyway, so that was the first one I designed, and this one I was so excited about this. So this is gonna be like a series type things. I'm gonna do different bookshelves for different things, and I already have my next two in my brain, not on my iPad. So that's fun. Yeah, but this one took like about a week to do because it was the first one, and usually, you know, you're so excited. Not that I wasn't excited about this one, but this one was more cheaper. Was I talking about the price? Oh, I was talking about the price of Bookmarks because I grabbed my phone and I'm like, da-da-da. I'm not looking up the price of Bookmarks, which I didn't. Maybe I will after this video. But yeah, so I think these ones, technically I should make these ones cheaper than these ones because, you see, I printed these with one company and I printed these with another company just to, since this one was more detailed, I really wanted to get all that in. And since these are like flowers, you can't really mess that up, and I like them. I think I might just make them all the same price because, well, this one's not double-sided and this one is. So maybe there'll be like $1 difference. So like $3 and $5. I don't know. I'll have to, that's where I am right now. So you have a small shop, you want to look around and see how much things are going for. Otherwise, you could be pricing your things at a silly price and not even know it. So yeah, I'm glad I remembered that. And then, so this is before they're laminated. And I do 2 at a time because that's usually, like, companies don't usually sell them individually like that. At least I couldn't find one, and I like doing it this way anyway. So yeah, it's cheaper this way too. So you pay for just the sheet and then you're getting 2 bookmarks per whatever. I'm not selling them that way. That's just how you order them, and then you cut them and then blah blah blah. So yeah, this is before they're laminated, what it looks like. And it's kind of like, and then these are my I don't know if you can tell the difference. These ones though are more, yeah, these ones are stiffer too. Like they're less bendy, but they're not like paper bendy, obviously. I don't know, which one do I like? I like these, the stifferness of this one better, but I do like the design of these better. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll have this other company print these and see what that looks like after I sell these, because I bought a bunch and there's nothing wrong with them. So, I'm probably gonna edit this part out too. Is it really that big of a difference? Yeah, there really isn't that much of a difference. It's just slightly thicker. Yeah. So I'll probably just do whatever I was doing. still price them. I'll keep the price the same throughout, and I don't know. I'll probably just keep these, never mind. Because the company that does this, I've ordered detail stuff from them before and it doesn't turn out as great. And these ones, because there's little, I didn't even show you. So this is the second one. But see how it has more details and it like, I don't know. It looks, I think it looks good. So, and I know the other company doesn't do the best stuff. Why isn't this focusing? Dear Lord. I'm a blur. Come on. One day I'm just going to spend a day with my camera because I literally just took it out and set it up and filmed with it. I didn't even try and do anything. So I don't even know what I was talking about. I need to keep a notebook, I guess, and just take notes. Anyway, I think I just showed you the front. So this is the front with it not labeled, and this one took me about a month, like 3 weeks to draw, which is crazy, but I like how it turned out. Oh, am I really doing a zoom? Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get it in focus again. So then I just have different plant books. I wanted to do, and then where's my, I didn't want to make it too noticeable, but this bottom orange one says a lazy Tuesday. So there's like little dusties on it. So I wanted to do like a plant lover bookshelf. So someone that just loves plants, and I tried to stuff, I wanted to stuff as much greenery and plants that I could in this. So that's why it took so long. Only that, like, it was hard to think of like different plants, because I don't know, it just was, for me, at least for this. And it's really cold here and like wintry, so that probably didn't help. So that's what they look like unlaminated, and then this is what they look like laminated. So like I said, I'm gonna trim that with my guillotine thing. I just gave up cutting these. So like I said, I did like a matte laminated sheet for these and these. So they have like a haze over them, which I like. So that's what I did. Like I showed the glossy finish, and it didn't look nice to me. I didn't like it. I'm sure other people might, but not me. And then again, I'm gonna trim this extra plastic bits. Gosh, I just think it looks so cute. I don't often get things printed out and then work out the first time. So I'm happy that these worked. Oh, and also these ones are bigger, like I said. I haven't held them. Oh, I should grab a book. I have a book. So, like I said, this was 2x6, I think. And I think that's the standard. And I mean, it's not that much bigger. Yeah, like it's fine. I don't mind it. And these have rounded corners. I wanted to do rounded corners on this, but the sizing of it, they didn't have the size that I needed. Like I made this, so obviously since this is 2x6, I got 4x6. Yeah, I ordered these 4x6, which was nice that they had that option. These ones they didn't. I had to get I think something by 5. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So they're a little bit bigger, but I like this size. I'm going to go grab a book real quick. I'm gonna pause this. So this is perfect because I actually stumbled, so on TikTok, like my shop doesn't have a TikTok. Well, it does, but I haven't posted on it yet because I still feel like it's a little bit too early, but once February hits, then I will. I'm not the best at keeping up with that kind of stuff, but I'm gonna get better. So whenever I stumble across a shop or something, I like to buy them if it's something. This is only one. Okay, so one of the books is on back order, which is fine because I got so many books for Christmas that, I mean, I'm gonna read this one first, but probably, maybe. Gosh, this came with a lot of stuff, like little papers. Just packaging stuff, I guess. So I stumbled across this author, which I didn't even know that there's that many authors out there on TikTok. I'm gonna take a drink. I know I'm probably not even gonna edit that out. Oh, these feel nice. They feel like my bookmarks a little bit. I really like that soft touch thing. So I don't know. This would have been really cool to show you guys if I had the other books too. So it's Willow Winters, and maybe you guys have heard of them. I don't know how big she is or anything, but she does like romance novels and stuff. But what got me, and it's kind of silly, but I like to read anything anyway, so nothing silly to me about buying a random book for any reason. So she wrote these books before, I don't know when, but then she came out with ones that are like solid color like this. Not all of them are like this, obviously. And it ranges from like dark pinks, and I think there's like dark purple ones, all the way to, and it gets lighter and lighter, and then greens, like pretty greens. So, I mean, I'll link her shop, TikTok, probably her shop below, and you guys will see. But it looks so pretty just having all of them. And I think I'm not even gonna guess how many books there are. There's a lot of books though. And so it's like dark pink, lighter pink, pale green, dark green, garden, you know? And I love those colors. I love pinks and greens, especially together, because it's kind of like a fun little watermelon. So those colors got me. So yeah, that's all it takes. Just pretty colors on a book. And I really do like books when they're like more aesthetically pleasing, like the covers and stuff. Like, I'm not one to buy a book if it's like action-packed type things. So I don't know why well, obviously there's other people that exist besides myself. But it just looks nicer to display your books if they're, you know, they look nice and pretty. For me, I guess. I don't know. Kind of forgot where I was going with this. Oh, gosh, I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. It's been so long. So, put this little guy in. Look how cute. See the green and the pink? I didn't even mean to do that. I just grabbed it. I think that looks cute. I need to take a new maybe Instagram. Well, I need to do Instagram photos for my shop, but a new YouTube picture, and I was thinking like just this, but like maybe cuter, something like that. I don't know, but you won't have the background, obviously. Like I would set it up nice. But anyway, and then these ones. See how cute. So yeah, something fell. So I like the size of these. I like the size of those. I like the sizes of both of those, all of those. If you've read this, let me know. Or if you've read any of Willow Winter's books. The Discreet series. Oh, and the darker that they go, the more like naughtier, I guess. I don't know. You can look it up. So that's that. And that's my bookmarks for this drop. And I think that's all that I wanted to share. I shared the before and afters of what they look like. Finished, laminated, I have more ideas. I'll probably work on those later in life. But now things that are starting to like get finished with my shop. So yeah, I think get finished as in like I can start doing product photos, add them to my shop. I have to sneeze. Oh, and I'll edit all that out. So I always sneeze 3 times, which is fun. But anyway, so I'll probably start adding new things, because obviously when you have a shop you want to have what you're going to have, and then probably before you drop that drop, you're gonna have already started what's gonna be your next drop. So you're like always a step ahead. So at least that's what I like to do. So I already have fabrics for my other scrunchies that are gonna come. I have my ideas for my other bookmarks. I have just all of everything that's gonna happen in the future. So mapped out. So yeah, what else? I think that's it for this video, which it seems like I haven't been here that long. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm gonna try and upload 2 videos next week, just because I want to go over my scrunchies, which was last week's video, but I didn't talk in that video, and I kind of want to go over that stuff. So that will probably be, I was gonna say Tuesday. This is Tuesday's, this coming Tuesday's video. So maybe I'll post that one the Thursday after, or should I do Sunday? I don't know. And then I want to go over, it doesn't matter, you'll see when, but yeah. So, oh, my battery's gonna die. Well, that's perfect. It's probably the universe telling me that I'm just rambling and none of this matters anymore since I talked about the bookmarks. Okay, so that's the bookmarks. That's the end of this week's video. I will hopefully see you guys again, maybe Thursday. I'll see you guys again. I'm gonna try and post twice this week. So this is Tuesdays, and then I'll see you guys in a few days. So, or a couple days, whenever I have time to film and stuff. Okay, I have a lot going on in my head. I need my notebook to write it all down, but I don't have one right now near me. I have tons of notebooks, but yeah. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in a few days. I think, unless I change my mind, then I'll see you guys next Tuesday. I almost said Sunday, but next Tuesday. That's my doggy. Oh, she has a sticker on her. Of course she does. Yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching, and